What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video. And I'm checking in on you. I hope you're doing good. I hope you are doing well. Today's video is going to be your weekly vendor reset and must buys for today, Tuesday, September 21st. I'm going to start off in DC and then we will end up in New York City. So I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you're new, and let me know in the comments section below what you think. Did I miss anything? Are there some must-buys on here that you would buy? Let's discuss. But okay, so we are in the base of ops, and here is our first vendor. Here we go. Starting off with the Glory Days. This is the named P416 with perfect nearsighted. It's like a laser beam, so for a lot of you that are coming up, you like to do PvE, PvP, whatever, and you need a weapon that just has, you know, no recoil at all, pick up this weapon. It literally does not move. And with perfect nearsighted, you receive 100% stability at the cost of negative 35% optimal range. So just remember that. You can't do as much damage at range, but the weapon's not going to recoil, so it's not too shabby. Also comes with headshot damage. Next up, we have a Vector SBR 45 with Ranger and health damage, followed by a Honey Badger with max swap speed and perpetuation. Custom PF 45 with Sadist and damage to targets out of cover. Go on to the gear items. We have a 511 backpack with clutch, headshot damage, and explosive resistance. And then finally a Fenris chest piece with focus, crit chance, and explosive resistance as well. Now finishing off with the mods. Crit damage 10.3, drone damage reduction 4.8, turret burn damage 4.3, and sticky bomb damage of 6.2. So any must buys from this very first vendor, I'm gonna say no. Alright, moving on to the next one, we have the clan vendor. Now I hope everyone is having a good week so far. Today was the patch that fixed a couple glitches in PvP, as well as the open world glitch that I was a big fan of. Alright, so here is the clan vendor.
Good to see you.
Starting at the top, we have the Forged. This is the named Richter and Kaiser holster with 50% shield health. Now this one also comes with repair skills. Then we have a Future Initiative mask with repair skills as well. True Patriot gloves with health. And then Aces and Eights mask with headshot damage. Going to the high-end items, SOCOM M1A with max crit damage, health damage, and eyeless. Then we have a revolver here with health damage and in sync. Classic M1A with mag size and killer. Military MK46 with max mag size and perpetuation. And then a classic RPK with stability and optimist. Gear items. We have a pair of Hana-Yu knee pads with skill haste and status effects. Now that's not too shabby. So what you could do with these, with the skill haste being so close to max, I believe that's only 1.2% away from max. So you could easily either keep the status effects on there or take off the status effects and then put skill damage, and then you'd have, you know, a nice pair of knee pads for your skill build. And then we have Providence Defense backpack with Bloodsucker, max crit damage, and status effects. We could probably, yeah. Let me
Serve you well.
let me pick that up. That's interesting because you could switch off the status effects for crit chance and then have max crit chance, max crit damage, optimize the weapon damage, and then you have Bloodsucker. So every time you get a kill, it gives you bonus damage or bonus armor. Run that on like a armor on kill build, do like an armor on kill crit build maybe? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if that sounds, pretty cool to you guys. I might put that together, maybe. Alright, and let's finish off with the mods. Skill duration 8.9. We have a drone duration 6.5, turret duration 6.2, and shield health of 4.3. Now, as far as must-buys or things to look at from the clan vendor, we have the Forge holster. Obviously, everyone likes a good shield. We have a good pair of Hanayu knee pads and Providence Defense backpack with max crit damage and a bloodsucker. Let's move on. Now, shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. We can see Scarecrow, West Aussie, and Tater Salad coming in at the top so far. Let's keep up the good work. Alright, now we are going to go to the west and then make our way back east. Starting off with the campus settlement. Now, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, please. It does support the channel and the video. So at a bare minimum, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. We just hit 31,200 subscribers. Thank you so much for the support. But also, let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'm always down to have a good discussion and talk about some stuff. Alright, so here we are, Cassie Mendoza's doppelganger at campus settlement. Let's see what she has. Alright, starting with the Ekham's long stick. This is the named marksman rifle with perfect ranger. Now this one also comes with damage to targets at a cover. If, and this is a big if I were to be a sniper, this would be a good sniper to have. However, these attributes are way too low, so for that, I would say skip it. But if you have a lot of materials and you're willing to optimize it, this is a really good sniper to have, especially with the damage to targets at a cover and perfect ranger. I mean, that'll probably one-tap some people. Then we have a G28 marksman rifle with crit damage and preservation. Infantry MG5 with health damage and measured. Walker and Harris mask with repair skills and status effects. That's weird. Having a Walker and Harris with double yellows. Okay. And then a Murakami Industries holster with status effects and health. Now finish it up with the mods. Skill duration 8.4. We have a Chem Launcher damage 4.1. Hive +4 repair charges. Pulse cone size of 6.3. And then a trap shock radius of 6.1. So any must-buys or things to look at from the campus settlement, I would say no. However, if you really want to get into it, you could pick up this Ekham's long stick or the MG5 with measured. I mean, just roll off the health damage and put damage to armor. That'd be pretty nasty. But again, I wouldn't do those myself. Alright, so after the campus, we are going to do the Dark Zone vendors, starting with Dark Zone West. Oh, Wes! Let's see how the load time goes now. Oh, there we go. Not too shabby. Alright, so Dark Zone West. Now, before I look at this, disclaimer. All of these items from the DZ vendors require that you have DZ resources to buy them. To check your DZ resources, toggle over to resources and go all the way down past your materials, past your trinkets, and here it is, Dark Zone resources. So currently I'm at 319 out of 300. It somehow let me get more than max, but I can't get any more. So you can check your DZ resources right here. It's right above the keys and right below the trinkets. And using these DZ resources, you can buy whatever it is you want from these DZ vendors. So just remember that. Alright, so starting off with DZ West, here we go.
Welcome, Agent.
Yo, the rock and roll shotgun. Nice. This is a PvP exclusive weapon. The only way to get this weapon is from the DZ vendor. conflict cache or the named item cache. Obviously, the DZ vendor is a part of the DZ, so technically, this is in the realm of PvP. So you can pick up this PvP exclusive weapon at DZ West. Now, as far as the attributes and talent, it is the named ACS 12 with perfectly extra, so the mag size is up by 50%. And it also comes with health damage. Moving on, military M870 with crit damage and preservation. Military MK17 with damage to armor and fast hands. Then we have a pair of Negotiator Dilemma gloves with crit chance. Aces and Eights knee pads with crit chance. Sokolov Concern gloves with status effects and repair skills. Again, that's weird having double yellows on a... okay, whatever. And a Gilligard pair of knee pads with health and repair skills. Now finishing off with the mods. Disrupt Resistance 8.4. Seeker Mine Health 6.2. Shield Holstered Regen 4.1. We have a Firefly Blind Effect Duration of 6.1 and Decoy Health of 6.0. So for DZ West, any must-buys or things to look at? Probably not. No, not in my opinion. But obviously, if you do not have the rock and roll shotgun and you want one, pick it up right now, DZ West. Alright, next stop is DZ South. Going down south. Yeehaw! No, that's like Texas. What would they say going down? We're going down south. We're going to the deep south. I don't know. I'm working on that accent. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so DZ South. Here we go.
Anything I can show you?
Oh, nice. Bringing back an oldie. The Invisible Hand. This is the named AUG assault rifle with Perfect Allegro. Shout out to Perfect Allegro. It gives you 12% rate of fire. Now it also comes with reload speed. The attributes are all jacked up, so I wouldn't recommend this, but it is a fun weapon to use nevertheless. Next we have an AUG submachine gun with Optimist and health damage. Black Market AKM. Hey, a lot of people, hold up, swerve. A lot of people were asking about this weapon. So last week I did a solo DZ build with the AK, and I was using the Black Market AKM. Now a lot of people were telling me, hey man, I can't find the AKM, especially Black Market AKM. So it's going to be impossible for me to use this build because I can't find the weapon. But right here, you can get the weapon with damage to armor, and all you have to do is reroll that talent off for either Strained, Optimist, Ranger, Measured, whatever it is you want. Now obviously with my AKM build that I gave out last week, I was using Strained, so you could easily pick up this weapon, put Strained on it, and then just optimize the attributes. This is a very strong weapon, so pick it up while you can. Black Market AKM, DZ South. Alright, moving on. D50 with killer and damage to armor. Ooh, excuse me. And then we have some gear items. Eclipse Protocol backpack with weapon handling. Striker's chest piece with skill haste. Wyvern wear backpack with near max skill haste and repair skills. And then a Sokolov Concern chest piece with obliterate. This one comes with crit chance and health. Interesting. Obliterate, huh? Nah. Alright. And moving on to the mods. We have a crit chance mod, 4.5. Drone duration, 6.4. Turret burn damage, 4.1. And then sticky bomb burn duration, 4%. Now, must-buys are things to look at. DZ South. Check out the Black Market AKM. Check out the Sokolov Concern chest piece. Now, I personally am not a fan of Obliterate on a SMG build, I'd rather have Obliterate on like, an LMG or an AR, something like that. But this is still a pretty strong chest piece. So what you could do is you could re-roll the health off for crit damage, have crit chance, crit damage on Obliterate, and then just optimize the weapon damage. You should be good to go. And that is at DZ South.
I appreciate the business.
Alright, and then our last Dark Zone stop, DZ East. Remember, do not go to the main entrance, go to the Alpha checkpoint. That way you don't have to run through the whole courtyard, do all that jazz. Like, you load in, you might get transferred to another lobby, like this, but then that's it. Just go out the door, and there is your vendor. Actually, it takes longer to go to the main entrance and walk through the courtyard than it does to just do this.
Come on over.
Alright, DZ East, here we go.
Want to make a deal?
Starting off with the good times. This is the named M60 LMG with perfect fast hands. Also comes with accuracy. Then we have a SOCOM MK20 with crit damage and spike. Custom L86 with crit damage and ignited. Aces and Eights mask with crit chance. And Foundry Bulwark holster with... Ooh, what? I'll pick that up.
Always a pleasure, Agent.
So, excuse me. So this Foundry Bulwark holster is right there at max for armor for your core attribute. Now the cool thing about gear sets and gear set items is if you can find them with one of the attributes near max, that means you can max out the other one right away, and boom, you have a god rolled item. So for this one, I highly recommend this holster because not only is Foundry Bulwark good for tank builds, shield builds, armor regen builds, but with this one, you already have the max core attribute or right there near. So then just re-roll the health and you can put this into crit, hazard, armor regen. The options are limitless. So pick this one up. This is DZ East. Foundry Bulwark holster with right there near max armor. Reroll the health off and you are good to go. Then we have a Bellstone Armory mask with armor regen and crit damage. Bruh. Now obviously these attributes are low, but this is exactly what you want with Bellstone Armory. You want the armor regen to accent your brand set bonus, and you want the crit damage because if you're running this with, like, say, a armor regen SMG build, you don't need crit chance. You want crit damage. So doing this, maxing all of these out, you'd have a god-rolled mask. I'm telling you, I love this mask. But I already have one, so moving on. Grupo Sombra holster with armor regen and explosive resistance. Now this one, kind of the same logic as the Bellstone Armory. If it has armor regen on it, what I would do personally is reroll the explosive resistance off for more crit damage. And there you go. You have another piece for a armor regen crit build. Remember, armor regen is really, really strong in the Dark Zone. Just saying. Just saying. And let's finish off with the mods. Skill duration 8.4. Chem launcher radius 5.8. Hive reviver armor repair 8.5. Pulse radius 8.8. And then trap duration of 4.1. Now things to look for or must buys from DZ East. Look at the Foundry Bulwark holster, the Bellstone Armory mask, and the Grupo Sombra holster.
Thanks for doing business
All right.
with me.
Last stop for Washington, D.C. is the theater settlement. Here we go. Now don't forget to let me know in the comments if I missed anything for the must buys. Shout it out, let me know. We can talk about it. Maybe there's a certain item I don't really run, but maybe you do run. A lot of these are based off of my play style and, my knowledge of the game. But if you have something else, please let me know in the comments.
Good to see you, Agent.
And here we are at the theater settlement. Theater? I don't know. We're going to have to discuss that as well. A lot of people do the whole tomato tomato thing. Alright, at the top, Baker's Dozen. This one comes with damage to armor, and it does come with that perfect lucky shot talent. Now, Baker's Dozen, way back in the day, my favorite rifle to run. If I were to run a rifle, I'd probably still gravitate towards the M1A and the Baker's Dozen just because they are so easy to shoot, so much damage, it's a lot of fun. Now, over the years, obviously they've nerfed it to hell, but this one has decent attributes, but more importantly, it comes with that damage to armor. So what you could do is you could max out the rifle damage, and then as you go on, you could optimize the crit damage and damage to armor. But it is still a very strong rifle in my opinion. It's probably still one of the best in slot rifles as far as high-end rifles go. So check it out, Theater Settlement, Baker's Dozen. Next up, double barrel sawed-off with mag size and perpetuation. Then we have a SIG 716 with damage to armor and strained. Interesting. Having strained on a rifle, I don't know. That's another one I want to discuss. Who runs strained on a rifle? Let's discuss that one. Then we have a Golden Gear pair of gloves with armor regen and headshot damage. So again, here is my logic. Again, this comes with armor regen. If you run 2 pieces of Golden Gear, you get armor regen. So it would make sense to pick this up, run 2 pieces of Golden Gear, and re-roll the headshot damage off for crit damage. And then all of a sudden you have armor regen, and crit. It's very strong, just saying. Golden Gear knee pads with weapon handling and explosive resistance. Now, finishing off with the mods, we have protection from elites, 11%. Now, I'll stop here because a lot of you are asking me about protection from elite mods. Now, it does go up to 13%. However, I have never seen a 13% mod before. I know that it's possible. I've seen other people have them. But for me personally, RNG, I have never seen it. So, I run all 12%. Now, the next best thing, obviously, is this 11%. So, if you do not have protection from elite mods, definitely pick this one up. Seeker Mine Health, 6.3. Shield Health, 4.2. Firefly +1 max target. And Decoy Duration of 6.0. So for the theater, things I want you to look for, must-buys, what have you, Baker's Dozen, Golden Gear gloves, and that's about it. Alright, so that is it for Washington, D.C. Let's go to New York City, and then we will get out of here. Hope everyone is having a great time. I will be releasing 2 videos today, including this one, and also probably a stream tonight. So don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell. Alright, so first vendor up here in New York, we have Marco.
Want to make a trade?
Now Marco is selling a AKM. This is the normal one, not the black market, so it only has 3 attachments for the weapon. However, this one comes with rate of fire and measured. So if you want a AK that shoots a lot quicker than normal, pick this one up. But for me personally, I'm not going to use it. Then we have a SRS A1 with crit chance and sadist, followed by an 1886 with breadbasket and max damage to armor. It's not bad. With breadbasket, I know there's a few of you out there that like breadbasket. That would be a pretty good pickup if you do. Then we have a custom PF45 with swap speed and breadbasket as well. Then a Hanayu backpack with creeping death, skill haste, and hazard protection. Interesting. So for this one, this isn't a bad pickup. Creeping death on a skill build, obviously that's what you want. And just reroll the hazard off for skill damage or status effects. You should be good to go. Yeah, not too shabby. Next one is a Sokolov Concern pair of gloves with repair skills and skill haste. Again, that's the second pair of Sokolov Concern gloves we have in these vendors today with 2 yellows. I don't know if they're trying to tell us something or what's going on here, but that's odd in my book. And finally, we have a Richter and Kaiser holster with status effects and hazard protection. Now, finishing off with the mods, we have a Disrupt Resistance 8.5, Skill Duration 8.5, Drone plus 2 extra bombs, Firefly Skill Haste of 6.0, and a Trap Duration of 4.2. Now, at Marco in New York City, must-buys, things to look at. You have a... no, I'm not even going to recommend that. I wouldn't really... Alright, so in 1886, with max damage to armor and breadbasket, if you are going to keep the breadbasket on, this would be a good pickup, but if not, just pass. The Hanayu backpack is pretty good. Just remember, re-roll the hazard off for either skill damage or status effects. And that's it for Marco. Alright, then we have one last vendor, Roy Benitez. But first, we have to pet the dog. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Ah, it's a good boy. What's up? He's always happy to see me, man. Wagging his tail. I have to stop and pet him. Even though you can see his water bowl is still empty. So I'm going to have to talk to management. Get you some water there, buddy. Alright, here we go. Roy Benitez, last vendor of our video.
Hey, agent.
Starting with the enhanced PP19 with rate of fire and close and personal. Then we have an SRS A1 with strained and health damage. Resolute MK47 with stability and ignited. And then a PX4 Storm Type T with in-sync and crit damage. Now the gear items. Alps Summit backpack with galvanized, repair skills, and health. Interesting. Bellstone Armory gloves with armor regen and status effects. Remember, same logic applies. Reroll the status effects off for crit damage, and then you have an armor regen crit build. Just saying. Just saying. And then Murakami Industries mask with status effects and weapon handling. Finishing off with the mods. Repair skills 15.8. Repairs. What the fuck? What is this? It's the exact. And it's for the exact same price. Yo, who runs this? I need to talk to whoever runs these vendors. It's the exact same mod twice. For the exact same price. Like, get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. That cabbage. Anyways, Seeker Mine damage 4.1, Hive Reviver Armor Repair 8.2, and then Trap Duration 4.3. But I still can't get over this double mod crap. Like, come on. Come on. Like, at least if you're going to do algorithms and coding for these vendors, you could at least put a little line of code there that says, if this item matches a previous item for this vendor, switch it out with another random generated item or mod or however you want to code it. Like, for real? Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh. Just saying. Just saying. Now, as far as any must-buys or things to look at from Roy Benitez, I wouldn't really recommend any of these. However, no, I wouldn't even recommend that. So, yeah.
Thanks.
Bust. And that is it, everyone. This is your weekly vendor reset and must-buys for today, September 21st. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, stay healthy and safe. See you guys. Peace.